should be enforcing personal protective equipment. If we don't have it, we need to get it. High-vis clothing is definitely should be worn on all the road sites and all that, on your road sites. Hard hats. Are you guys requiring hard hats on all your job sites as well?
We do not. Some projects do require, when we're around buildings, bridges, those kinds of things, and we adhere to those, railroads, whatnot.
Well, we live by the rule. When I say live by the rule, you all live by the rule. If you've got any overhead lifting going on above you, then that's when you should have hard hats on. So you're right. Some job sites are going to require, and some job sites are not. But the main thing is just making sure that we have the proper personal protective equipment, hard hats available if we need them. But that's important. And again, I always like wearing a hard hat. Any type of personal protective equipment that we need that we don't have, then we can assess that and we can get to those people, get the equipment to the people. Also, in the event that someone brings personal protective equipment from home, that's okay, but we need to make sure, one, it's a company style and type, it's clean, it doesn't have any rude stickers or anything like that. I hate OSHA. OSHA sucks. Or a big old marijuana leaf on the front of it. I'm not looking at you for that reason. I'm just saying, that's what people do.
A key regulated topic is hazard communication. Hazard communication includes chemical container labeling, emergency response, when and who, PPE, safety glasses, gloves, and apron if required. First aid for chemical contact includes rinsing your eyes or skin for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Inhale chemical outside fresh air for 15 to 20 minutes. You do not want to be smoking. Make sure to be an expert on your chemicals and chemical usage before an accident or exposure. Also, know your work environment in which those chemicals will be used. Also, make sure that the chemicals you are using are labeled on the container that the chemicals are in. It is imperative that you know what chemicals are located in what containers and what hazards come with the use of those particular chemicals.
Hazard communication deals with chemicals. You all know that the material safety data sheets are now called safety data sheets. That's a big deal. Those safety data sheets, I know Lawrence and Justin are working on that, and we're going out and we're just doing an audit of the chemicals that you have, and we understand that you guys are, what you're using, most everybody's using, but there may be some specialized chemicals out there. And if you ever buy anything from Lowe's, Home Depot, or if you order something in, then we always should be getting a safety data sheet and giving that to Lawrence. That way we can make sure that we have that information on file. Also, all of our chemicals that we're using out in the field, and we've been out in the field, all the containers, the manufacturer labels, and everything should be in place. If you're using secondary containment or labels or anything like that, any secondary containers should be labeled. Also, the emergency response in regards to chemical exposure is washing out your eyes for 15 or 20 minutes. If you breathe and inhale it, then you go outside and get good fresh air. If you get it on your skin, then you flush your skin off for 15 or 20 minutes. If you ingest it or drink it down, and we still have people every year putting acetone or alcohol in or some kind of mineral spirits, cleaners, lighter fluid into water bottles, and then they go to slam it, and then they're in pain all day for the next week. So you're not supposed to induce vomiting. You can call the poison control hotline. A lot of people don't know that number, but you can call 911 and they can connect you through. Also, on any chemicals that we're dealing with, we also have the availability at any time to do any testing, sampling, or anything like that. If anybody feels like they're coming in contact with any chemicals, they ought to report it immediately so we can take care of that. Hazardous waste, we should not be throwing any hazardous waste in the ditch, down the toilet, out on the street or on the road, unless it's okay to do so. But you know where I'm coming from, your fuels and this and that and the other. Also, if we have any leaks or anything like that, those ought to be reported. And obviously, if we can get dirt, sand, and or oil dry around those out in the field, then we definitely need to make sure that we're doing that. And I know that you guys understand all that.
Electrical safety. Only trained maintenance employees are authorized to conduct troubleshooting or electrical repairs. Do not attempt any maintenance or activities you're not trained or authorized to conduct. Never use a damaged extension cord or any other piece of damaged equipment. Never use a damaged electrical equipment in damp or wet areas.